My name is Dawashi Nyabazo Toneo. I'm going to be presenting about democracy in Zimbabwe. Introduction. Democracy in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has been a transparent country in terms of democracy, where general elections are held every 5 years. It got its independence on 18 April 1980 from the British colonial rule, becoming a sovereign republic. Reason for choosing Zimbabwe. I chose Zimbabwe because it's my own country, and I would love to educate people on what actually takes place in my country in terms of democracy, not what has been pushed uh, by others on media and in other educational sectors. Brief history of Zimbabwe. Pre-colonial era, various African tribes inhabited the area, with the Kingdom of Zimbabwe established in the 13th century. Colonial era from 1890 to 1980, British South African Command exploited resources, imposed forced labor, and established white minority rule in, unilateral declaration of independence of 1996. White minority government declared independence, leading to the international condemnation and sanction. Liberation struggle from 1960s to 1979. They used the guerrilla warfare led by the ZANU-PF, ZANU and the ZAP, which ended with the Lancaster House Conference, paving the way to independence in 1980. Robert Gabriel Mugabe ended and became the Prime Minister of Zimbabwe, ruling with authoritarian rule. Human rights were abused and economic mismanagement. Post Mugabe era from 2017, Emerson Mnangagwa took over, promising reforms but facing criticism from heavy-handed response to opposition protests. Government structure. Presidential system. President serves as the head of state of government. President elected by popular rule vote for a 5-year term. Election process. Parallel voting system. Separate ballots for president, parliament, and local government. Eligible voters should be 18 years of age and above. Allegations have been of riggings, intimidation, and violence. Human rights and civil liberties. Restrictions of freedom of speech, assembly, and press. Police brutality and arbitrary arrests. So they are limited protection to human rights. Challenges faced are economical instability, political polarization, limited civic engagement. Opportunities for reform, strengthening institutions, promoting civic education, and educating people on the importance of elections. Elections, parallel voting, separate ballots are cast, allegations, rigging, intimidation, violence, transparency, high transparency because there will be officials, police, and soldiers. Human rights, restrictions, limits of speech, assembly, and press, brutality, stampede, arrest, and violence. Protection, human rights are protected highly by police and soldiers. Challenges of democracy, economic instability, political polarization, and civic engagement. Opportunities for reform, institutions. It strengthens institutions, Civic education promotes engagement with with the people to allow them to have a sense of democracy and love for their country. Human rights, making sure that everyone is fairly treated in the nation. This will create a cohesive nature of mutual love and respect. And these are the references for my presentation.